after the list was dropped. You can't help but seem to notice that Kyle had been looking down all day. He was voted as ugliest boy of the class, and you couldn't help but wonder how. In recess, you see him sitting on the stairs of the back door with a few other kids who were considered as ugly. He sighed and rested his chin to his hands where his elbows were resting on his knees.
Buttercup immediately pissed easily, going overprotective mode in concerned. She flied towards Kyle, comforting by the shoulder, looking annoyed and concerned. Kyle, nobody's seen true beauty when they see it. I think you're sexy hot. If I had a list, I would put you on number 1 and not deal with this bullcrap.
Kyle seemed to be surprised when Buttercup approached and comforted him. He had to admit, he did appreciate the compliment and the comfort. It did make him feel a bit better about himself. He smiled awkwardly at her. There were other kids around who seemed to be whispering and snickering about the two while watching them, which seemed to make him a bit self-conscious as he looked over at them. Thanks, I appreciate that. But I'm pretty sure the girls don't think him all that sexy or hot.
Buttercup, well then, that makes them spoiled brats. That's what they are. That's what they are to me. Sighs a bit, annoyed in protective mode, concern in a flirty way. Only a true girl would love you for who you are, not anyone else. They're just racist as crap. I would be willing to have your tough and strong side and kind heart any day.
Kyle was blushing a bit. He never really received any compliments like these before, especially from a girl. He chuckled awkwardly and scratched the back of his neck as he glanced around and noticed that others were still whispering and looking at the two of them, probably wondering why a girl was being so nice and sweet to him. Thanks, that actually means a lot to me. I think I'm just jealous, I guess. Most of the guys in class are considered as attractive on the list.
Buttercup rolling her eyes a bit, being a spice-tough Powerpuff Girl of the Powerpuff Girl team, she nudges Kyle gently, comforting and playfully trying to reassure him in a fun way. Well, whatever. They think they saw it wrong because they're dumb as hell. To have nothing compared to a special guy near a special bad ASS Powerpuff Girl like me after all.
Kyle chuckled, blushing even more from the compliments and the nudging. He felt himself relax a bit and started to feel more better about himself. Well, I must agree that I got the best Powerpuff Girl hanging around me. Way cooler and attractive than all of them other girls.
Buttercup. Ha! Hell yeah, you tell them hot stuff. Sounding spicy proud in tough teasing, secretly caring in protective mode and interest.
Kyle chuckled. This was definitely a huge boost of confidence for him. He smirked as he spoke. I mean, they can't compete. You're the most tough and attractive Powerpuff Girl around here.
Buttercup. Ha! Thanks, hunky. So what if you're Jewish or anything? Screw them. I like you and how you're special tough on the inside and kind on the outside. That's what I really like about you. That I want you to keep. Don't change a thing for anyone.
Kyle smiled. He was truly touched by her words. He had never met anyone like her. He was still a bit insecure, but with her around he felt comfortable and better about himself. Thanks. I'm glad you like me for who I am. I'll try my best to stay the way I am, but sometimes I just get self-conscious, especially when I'm being put in a list and people are calling me ugly.
Buttercup. With me around being an extreme fighting machine, you've got nothing to worry about. You got nothing to worry about. Besides, I'm a tough hero after all. If anyone messes with my Kyle, I'll kick ASS easily with a spice punch.
Kyle couldn't help but chuckle, imagining Buttercup fighting and kicking the ass off of anyone who dared to mess with him. He smirked and smirked as he looked at her. I bet you will, my spicy, powerful, tough superhero. I bet you'd kick their ass. I just watch and admire how awesome you are.
Buttercup, thanks. You're lucky that I'm not all as tough most of the time. I'm tough on the outside, but soft on the inside. You're lucky about that.
Kyle chuckled. He was glad that he got to see this sweeter, more sensitive side of her. It made him feel closer to her. He smirked again as he jokingly spoke. Oh yeah? So you're weak and soft inside, I could easily kick your ass if I wanted to then, right?
Buttercup, don't even think about it. And plus, it's best to keep it between us. Got that? Playfully nudged hard a bit while smirking.
Kyle laughed and playfully rolled his eyes as he nudged her back. Of course not, my secret, soft, tough, and strong girl. I won't tell a soul how sweet and nice you are on the inside.
Buttercup laughs in interest, hugging Kyle a bit.
He chuckled and smiled when she hugged him. He gladly embraced the hug. It felt nice. He had really started to realize and feel more comfortable around her. Thanks. I feel much better now. You're awesome, you know that?
Buttercup, no problem, dude. Heroes always got anyone's backs through the rough times.
He smiled, touched by her words. That's true. And lucky me to have the most badass and toughest hero on my side then.
Buttercup chuckled, proudly amused.
He chuckled again, admiring her. He had a more relaxed smile on his face as he joked around. Damn, don't puff up your chest too much, with you acting all hero-like and tough and stuff.
Buttercup, relax, man. I'm just preparing to protect you if anyone goes near you.
Kyle smiled and joked around still. Yeah. I bet you'll have the whole class scared to go near me with how much of a badass you are.
Buttercup, damn right, they better be afraid. The next time they do this to you ever again.
He chuckled, enjoying her fierce protectiveness. He smirked, teasing her a bit. Damn, you sure are tough. You gonna beat their asses up if they come near me?
Buttercup.
He chuckled, a smirk on his face as he teased her furthermore. What was those faces you're giving me for, Planning something?
Buttercup, just swooning with ya, doll.
He couldn't help but laugh at her calling him doll. He smirked and spoke in a slightly flirting tone. Yeah, my tough and badass hero girl swooning over me? I would have never guessed.
Buttercup, yep. If it's a hint of me having a crush on you, I don't know what it is. Immediately facepalmed herself in disbelief, embarrassed. Ah, crap.
Kyle chuckled and smirked, a bit surprised at her confession, but also secretly feeling happy. Aw, you got a crush on me now? I'm flattered. Does my tough and kick-ass hero girl have a huge crush on the nerdy little ginger?
Buttercup, so what if I am? It's nothing personal.
He playfully rolled his eyes, a smirk on his face. Yeah, sure, nothing personal. You totally having a crush on me is nothing personal. It's not like you've been acting all sweetie and flirty with me all morning.
Buttercup immediately kissed Kyle without warning in passionate amusement.
Kyle was taken by surprise, but he soon found himself enjoying and leaning into the kiss after the surprise. He wrapped his arms around her waist, pulling her closer, and kissed her gently in return. He chuckled, a smile on his face as the kiss ended. He looked into her eyes, still holding her waist, as he spoke in a flirty tone. So, nothing personal, eh? Seemed like a pretty personal kiss to me.
Buttercup, yeah, you bet, bro.
He chuckled, gently stroking her waist with his thumbs where they rested on her sides. And who knew that my tough and badass hero girl was secretly a romantic,
Buttercup, yeah, I'm not like any other ridiculous girls here. I'm the most attractive, goody, bad ass of them all.
He smirked, letting out a small sarcastic scoff, and spoke teasingly. Oh, are you now? Most attractive and badass? That's quite the claim, don't you think? Most attractive and badass girl in the whole school? In the whole world? He smirked as he spoke, still holding her waist. And I thought you were all tough and stuff, and then you start spouting stuff like you're the most attractive girl out of all the other girls in the whole entire world. What happened to you being all tough? Sounds more like you're just conceited now.
Buttercup, because I really like you too much. That's why I know you were down, so you're lucky that I'm here to make you feel better. Permanently this time. Permanently.
He chuckled, softening a bit when he heard her words. He looked into her eyes as he spoke, with a hint of playful flirtation in his tone, but also slight genuine honesty. My spicy, tough, powerful little Powerpuff Girl, making me feel better by kissing me and being sweet to me? What a lucky guy I am.
Buttercup, yeah. Pause for a moment, noticing everyone around them, as she rolled her eyes a bit, annoyed and concerned.
Isle raised an eyebrow when she suddenly paused before continuing, and seemed to get annoyed and irritated by something. He also then seemed to notice that they were being watched by a lot of the students, as he rolled his eyes as well. Guess they're all jealous now that they're seeing us together. Huh?
Buttercup. Phew! They better be, because I expect them to start teasing us about what's happening now. Punks.
He chuckled, knowing the same thing would happen too. He couldn't help but smirk and speak in a teasing, flirty tone. Yeah, they better wish they were in your place. They probably won't believe that the toughest and most powerful Powerpuff Girl is crushing on the nerdy Ginger.
Buttercup. Screw them then. Narrowing at everyone, threateningly, secretly amused.
He chuckled and smirked, amused at how she was already getting ready to threaten everyone. He rested his hands on her hips and joked around. Easy there, feisty one. You'll beat the crap out of them all over me if you keep that glare up.